Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram. The real value of education, of human mind itself, is its sharpness. What we say in management or focus, concentration, attention. Even in spirituality, it is only the constant meditation, bringing the mind to focus. People who are endowed with it can grasp the essence of a thing. In any profession, go to a cobbler, give a bag or any item to be stitched or repaired. He can immediately see. You don't have to explain the defects and how it happened, what is to be done. Like that, go to a doctor. He will know what is your problem, your disease, your ailment, and what's to be done. A tailor, any professional person will have that sharpness. Veda was the science to develop sharpness of mind. So to understand things of the world, you require education, skills to open it. The jackfruit is there. It's all rugged and rough outside. Only when you cut it up without getting smeared with the sticky thing, have oil, open it up, then you will get the each items. Then you taste. So everything requires the knowledge, sharpness, skill, and then only you will be able to understand. Veda was teaching only this science, we can say, because they gave what is called the Gayatri Mantra. Almost every person, it's not, I don't know why they restricted it to some of the castes, these castes. Everyone can recite. After all, you can see the sun. The people are not prohibited to see the sun. Probably the bats cannot see. So like that, you need not be a bat. Or close yourself, close your eyes. Or shut yourself in a room. You will not see the sun. Why is sun there? To give the light and energy. Why Veda is there? Why knowledge? Why go to Nalanda? We boast of so much about our ancient culture and seat of knowledge. They sought. In fact, Voltaire, he said, the Greeks came to the banks of Ganges to lisp a little knowledge. So Veda says, Gayatri, Dhiyo yonah prachodayat. That is the crux of mantra. Dhi means buddhi, mind. All the levels of knowledge, there are 7 levels. Intuition. Body, senses, mind, intellect, intuition. It's the highest thing. You cannot have intuition without the base. If the result is given, how much preparation has gone into it? So, dhi. No use doing, I meet people who have done lakhs of mantra repetitions. Repetition is useful in certain things. As you repeat. In electronics, they repeat. I have seen engineers work on instruments. They repeat the process, action, and then they get the result. I used to wonder why this is so monotonous. But still, you have to do it, they say. Then only the finish. That is how it works. In intellectual thing also, you have to sharpen it, repeat it. Abhyasam kusuvidya, anaga raga matisayillu. In music, as you repeat the thing, you will get the finer thing. Dhiyo yonah prachodayat. Om bhur bhuva suvah tat saviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yonah prachodayat. This is the greatest of all the mantras. The purpose is to sharpen your mind. You should understand. In Mantra Shastra, nobody knows, very few. Now that they are doing whole lot of things without missing the main bullseye, they say, hitting the bull. So that is why we are suffering, we are backward. Because we are not concentrating on the essentials, on the main thing to be achieved. Purpose. See the rocket, they fail unless you reach the thing, the target. Bhurbhuva, in all the levels, Dhiyo Yona, Bhargo Devasya, that is the sun god. They understood the importance of sun in the whole scheme of our solar system. Sun is the... Then you get the light and energy. So, you kindle my mind and give that quality of the mind. What is the quality of the mind? Which is not found in the present day educational system. Unless you give that Rama Shabda, that vibration. Just as mother's milk gives the energy and stem cells for life, they are preserving the umbilical cord, a bit of it, and preserve it. What a science is a very profound. It has secrets. The science has secrets. Like that, creation has secrets. Veda Rishis understood. That is how they are able to give. So the Gayatri Mantra says sharpness. And I have met many professors as a research scholar of Madras University in 1960. For 3 years I worked. Stipendiary and non-stipendiary. I conducted seminars every week. My professor Alexandrovich from London, a great professor, friend of Nehru. So I used to give the comments and the studies. So they are all so sharp. Gamow, I met him on Gamow, the great astronomer. He said, Mr. Rao, I do not know the names of my people even. I know only the stars. All the time he was living only under the telescope. Now you see the powers of the telescopes. Hubble. All this. You are probing into space for millions of light years. So that is the probe. Gamow, actually he said, yes, I do not know anything of this world or my family even. I know only the stars. So that was the concentration. I concentrated for years in the spiritual field. Then, modernity is the thing. We should not be lost in the labyrinth. We should know the straight path. That's what Veda directs you. So, I thrashed, foraged, distilled, sifted, all vast. This is the modern mind. Gandhiji, when I read 100 volumes they published, he had that intellect. He understood what is life, what is to be done for India. We say the native relevance, the country people have certain intelligence. The wisdom of the rural people. If you study, you will see that they are all highly advanced intellectual alone can understand the significance of whatever they do, whatever they say. They may appear to be. So this is the one. And Gandhi, Hey Ram on his chest. I specially designed this picture and I wrote the poem on him. Mahatma. Why is he called Mahatma? When I presented this in 94 to Atul Behari Vajpayeeji, now thousands of the intellectuals in India, in the world, political leaders, all this, they are paying homage to him. And then giving out their impressions of Vajpayee, how great a leader he was. And he had no Ajata Satru, no enemies. He wanted Pakistanis also to be coming to our fold as one. His vision of the world family. So I presented him. Just hardly 2 minutes he came down after the speech. Venkaiah Naidu translated his speech in Hindi. What a glorious orator. Venkaiah Naidu equally translated it into Telugu. Such a flow. Really, I was so much impressed by Venkaiah Naidu's Telugu, power of translation Telugu, true to Vajpayee's speech and giving it the value. And then when they came down, myself and Pilla Ramarao, who was the leader of the Sangh here, I was in 1947, I was a member of the RSS Sangh. So, he was next to me. Just he greeted him, Vajpayee came. Then I presented him this book. He took it, seeing this, he took it into his hands and saw this Mahatma. I told him, Gandhi made Rama popular all over the world. This Ram, Gandhi. Because Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram. He made every Indian recite that. World over, that picture, Gandhi won Oscar awards. How many awards? Some 100, 10 or 80 in all the nations of the world. Gandhi picture was, that only made Gandhi famous all over the world for eternal now. So, I mentioned to him that Gandhi made Rama popular all over the world. Not all the other, whoever may be the now champion of Hindutva or Rama Rajyam, Gandhi was the central pillar. He saw this. That is what I try to say. When he saw this, he turned the book Modern Mind. I said, unless we become modern, we cannot do anything worthy in this world. That is all I mentioned to him. Sir, this is my humble service to the nation. And he turned it. He saw this book, The Modern Mind. And at the bottom it is there, ISBN. Because it is a stamp of authority, authenticity. He said, he looked at it, looked at me, studying my face or my expression. I'll read it in the journey. He took it. I felt really gratified. And I felt I met a person with such sharpness, capacity to understand the value of a thing. There are some wonderful stories. A farmer or a herdsman found a stone and he tied it around his goat in the neck he was not knowing the value of it. When he took it to the merchant, one merchant, He offered him, say, 10 rupees or something he wanted to take. Another offered him, I'll give you a bag full of rice. Then ultimately the merchant, the jewelry merchant also offered him something, say 1 lakh rupees. And so he returned. He was liking it round its pet goat's neck. And then somebody took it for a value. It immediately broke down into pieces. That is the story told. Because he said, you do not know it is worth millions. See the diamond, now it is sold for crores. So, when he took away, because of the innocence, ignorance of the poor herdsman, he took it at a low price, knowing the full value. So, it breaks down and the angel tells him, you know the value, but you cheated him. Like that, things are there in the world. We are not able to know their value. That is why India has become so poor. We do not know the value of Veda, Ramayana, and some of the Upanishads. Shankara gave 10 Upanishads commentaries. Kalisantarnopanishad, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. That is all the Upanishad. We are not able to know the value of the Upanishads, the value of Veda, the value of Ramayana, the value of things. The Rishis gave. I gave a lecture on Charaka, Susruta, Sarangadhara, Vagbhata. These 4 Rishis on Ayurveda. The plants are there. How many are there? How many varieties of species? Now, the Patanjali people are going around, going into the forests, into the hills, Himalayas, and picking out some plants, herbal studies. So they have so much value. They can revive a dead person also by the air, the vibration, the sort of juices. See, this is a science which Veda gave. It is called Vedanga. 4 Vedas, Upavedas, Ayurveda. So we are not knowing the value. Tulsi is there. Tulsi plant should be in every house. Even now it is the practice. You know the value of it. My grandfather lived for 100 years without losing a tooth even. He had the vision. Now we say extrasensory perceptions. He could reach and know things by the power of his mind. Mind is such a laboratory. The disc, the modern technology has the mechanism. Like that the mind has the mechanism. So, when I saw Mr. Vajpayee, nobody has commented on his sharpness of mind, his oratory power, his sort of camaraderie, bonhomie, the way with which he made the friends of all the people he met, his repartee, that is humorous, and then his cooking talents. All this they mentioned. And they say he is such a great leader to India. They say he is the greatest of the prime ministers, past and future. I found him to be a person with the very sharp mind, intellect. That is the value of life. Because when you have to deal with such problems as the PM, sharpness is the thing. Not people who just sleep, doze. I met people, professors, great people, who are, they have accumulated, but they have no sharpness. But Vajpayee's sharpness of mind is what I want to impress. People should cultivate. It is a matter to be, you may have the gold. A lump of gold is equal to a lump of mud or clay. Unless you exploit, utilize it, it has no value. Even a little uranium, we are trying to get the fuel, atomic fuel. See, you should know the value. Refinement, you distill it and bring it to a level. Like that, human mind also should be taken to such a high level when you can pierce into the supreme secrets of creation. Einstein admitted, yes, there is a level up to which only the mind can go. It suffers total internal reflection. We have what is called refraction. 45 degrees angle if the beam gets up. So Einstein himself admitted, you cannot pierce into it. Veda clearly stated, Yato vacho vivartante aprapya manasasaha. The mind can take you up to a point. The rocket cannot go into the space. It takes you, the satellite, up to a point and then it falls off. Then satellite goes. Like that the mind power also. We have techniques to take the mind to such levels. I practiced and I got vision. A visionary. Unless you are able to translate it. We say daily we sing in TVs and radios. Sujalam, Suphalam, Sasya Syamalam, Vande Mataram. Where is what? Can you drink a tumbler of water anywhere? Unless it is passed through the machine to give you the purity. See, the water, distilled water, even in a machine. So, this purification is the process. The mind should be purified. They say it has accumulated so many sins from past births. That is why people are born with defects. I gave an essay. Congenital defects and other sufferings are the result of your actions. They say it is due to past actions. Saints suffered. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa suffered. Ramana Maharshi suffered. But there are people, because they worked out the past karmas and cleared. Next life probably they would. My grandfather for 100 years he lived without any sort of ailment, even without coughing. Because his past life probably was so pure, and in this life also, Prarabdham, there are two things. Purushardham. Prarabdham, Purushardham. That is, what has baggage of your past lives. Purushardham, what you can do with it now. As we walk on the street or anywhere, supposing you stumble or a 100 rupee note, 100 rupee you say, you can use it for any purpose. Buy some drink or some sort of thing, you can indulge in gambling, or you can buy a good book, Ramayana. You can get a book of Ramayana and study. See, this 100 rupees which you have got by your luck, you can utilize it. That is called Prarabdham, Purushardham. So people should utilize their senses, their mind to a purpose, and then make human life worthy. What is the greatness of human life? You come and pass out daily, every moment. Crores are coming into this world, crores are exiting. How does it contribute to the happiness of the world? See a plant, it takes the carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. Certain plants give out so many other things also. So the cow takes only grass and gives such a nourishing milk. See, the bee collects the honey from all the... So there is a purpose to life which is not understood. Because the Rishis, what they claimed, they had no axe to grind. They wanted, as in the first thing in the morning, they pray, Loka samasta shukno bhavantu. Sarvetra santu sukhinaha. Sarve santu niramayaha. Sarve bhadrani pasyantu. Ma kasyid dukhabhag bhavet. How many people are reciting this? How many understand the purport of it? They say, let the entire world of people be happy, healthy, and seeing auspiciousness everywhere. For themselves, anayasena maranam vina dainyena jivanam. Dehante tava sahijyam dehi me parameshwarama. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.